The world is held in a moment of profound silence. A new life has arrived. For months it has existed in a world of water, sheltered and sustained. But now it must face the air. There is a pause, a stillness that seems to stretch for an eternity. Then a small chest rises for the very first time. A gasp, a tiny, monumental effort that draws the outside world in. Air, a substance entirely new, rushes into lungs that have never before known it. This first breath is a quiet, powerful event. It is the beginning of a lifetime of breathing, a rhythm that will accompany every moment to come. This single initial intake of air is a complex and beautiful act of nature. It is the true start of an independent existence. In that one moment, a cascade of changes occurs within the newborn's body. Passageways in the heart close. The circulation of blood reroutes itself, now looking to the lungs for the oxygen it once received from its mother. So, why do we perform this constant rhythmic act? The reason is elegantly simple, yet profoundly important. Every cell in our body is a tiny engine. Like any engine, it requires fuel to create energy. The primary fuel it needs is a gas called oxygen. Oxygen allows our cells to unlock the energy stored in the food we eat. This energy powers everything we do. It allows our hearts to pump blood. It allows our muscles to contract for movement. It allows our brains to form thoughts. Breathing delivers this essential oxygen from the air into our bodies. It is the vital supply line for trillions of tiny engines. But this process is a two-way street. As our cells create energy, they also produce a waste product. This waste is a different gas called carbon dioxide. If carbon dioxide builds up, it becomes toxic, disrupting the delicate balance required for life. The journey of a single breath is a remarkable voyage through a finely engineered landscape. It begins at the nose or the mouth. The nose, however, is the preferred entrance. It is far more than a simple opening. It is a sophisticated air conditioning system. As air is drawn in, it passes over moist surfaces and through a filter of tiny hairs. This process warms the air to body temperature, humidifies it, traps unwanted particles, dust, pollen, other pollutants. The air is being prepared, purified for its deeper journey into the delicate tissues of the lungs. It is the first line of defense. From the nose and the back of the throat, the air descends into the windpipe, known as the trachea. This is the main highway into the chest. It is a strong, flexible tube, reinforced with rings of cartilage, ensuring the pathway for air is never blocked. The trachea then divides into two smaller branches, like a river splitting into two streams. These are the bronchi. One bronchus leads into the right lung, and the other leads into the left lung. We are now moving deeper into the core of the respiratory system, following the air as it is distributed. Once inside the lungs, the branching continues, creating an intricate, tree-like structure. The bronchi divide again and again into progressively smaller and smaller tubes, called bronchioles. This network is vast, with thousands of these tiny airways spreading throughout the lung tissue. This incredible branching system ensures that the air is distributed evenly and efficiently to every corner of the lungs. Here, in the quiet depths of the lungs, we have arrived at the site of the Great Exchange. The alveoli are the functional heart of the respiratory system. Each tiny sac is a masterpiece of biological design. Its walls are incredibly thin, only a single cell thick. This extreme thinness is crucial, as it creates the shortest possible distance for gases to travel. Draped over the surface of each alveolus is a dense, web-like network of the body's smallest blood vessels, the capillaries. Red capillaries, blue capillaries. These capillaries carry blood that has returned from its journey around the body, now poor in oxygen and heavy with carbon dioxide. The air inside the alveolus is rich with the oxygen that has just been inhaled. The blood in the capillaries is starved of it. Because of this difference in concentration and the thinness of the walls separating them, a natural process called diffusion occurs. Oxygen molecules move effortlessly from the area of high concentration, the air in the alveoli, across the single-cell wall and into the blood. At the very same instant, the waste gas, carbon dioxide, moves in the opposite direction, from the blood into the alveoli, to be carried away on the next exhalation. This exchange is silent, swift, and breathtakingly efficient. Red blood cells, the dedicated couriers of the circulatory system, arrive at the lungs, release their cargo of carbon dioxide, and immediately pick up a fresh supply of oxygen. In the fraction of a second it takes for blood to flow past an alveolus, it is completely transformed. This newly oxygenated blood then flows away from the lungs, back to the heart. How does the body know when to breathe, and how fast? We do not have to remind ourselves to do it. This vital function is governed by a silent, unerring conductor, the brain. Deep within the brain, in the brainstem, are specialized respiratory centers. These centers work tirelessly, day and night, maintaining the rhythm of our breathing. They are the automatic pilots of the respiratory system, ensuring gas exchange continues uninterrupted, whether we are awake or asleep, aware of it or not. These centers act like highly sensitive monitors. Their primary job is to check blood chemistry. Specifically, they detect carbon dioxide levels. When we exercise, our cells produce more energy and more carbon dioxide waste. Our lungs work tirelessly in a world that is not always clean. They are a delicate sanctuary, constantly exposed to the environment with every breath we take. Many things can harm this intricate system. Perhaps the most direct and damaging is tobacco smoke. The smoke from a single cigarette contains thousands of harmful chemicals, including tars that coat the airways and paralyze the tiny cleaning hairs that line the trachea. Over time, this damage can lead to chronic diseases that make breathing a constant struggle, destroying the delicate alveoli and scarring the lung tissue. The air we breathe itself can pose a threat. Microscopic particles of dust, soot, chemicals can bypass the nose's filtration system and travel deep into the lungs. Once there, they can cause inflammation and damage. We return to the quiet, steady rhythm. In and out, a gentle rise and fall. The most fundamental rhythm of life. Each breath connects us, leaves, oceans, us. Shared air, shared world. Breathe together.